Hey everyone, it's Brandy and you're watching Abstract Crafter. Today we have a post review on SanerDirect. That's a 4-pack of Four Seasons landscape paintings. So if you want to see what I thought of these guys, why there's only 3 and not 4, then just keep on watching and we'll get into that and so much more as soon as we roll the intro credits. Hey guys, so let me tell you a little story about the most stressful diamond paintings I've ever done in my entire life. No joke. 100% stressed out. So, I did this. I got these from SanerDirect. They contacted me, I want to say end of November, beginning of December, and asked if I would do a review for them. I agreed, and they sent along this 4-pack. I'm going to insert the picture here of what the 4-pack is. We'll do some side-by-sides toward the end, but I just wanted you to see that because I need you to know what the pictures look like before we get into this. I need to pull my checklist out here because yeah. So, this was spring. Summer I didn't do, and I'll explain why I didn't do that in a minute. Then we have autumn here. And then we have winter. I'm trying to think to where I want to start. Okay, well, I'll start here. When they arrived to me, see if you can see how wavy this is. It's not really showing. Maybe if I show you the back. So you can see that it was very badly folded. Well, I didn't iron them at first. I wanted to see if you could work on it. Well, my tape won't stick to it, to the canvas, which isn't surprising because the glue itself doesn't even want to stick to the canvas. Okay, jumping ahead of yourself. But as you can see, the drills, it didn't matter. It's still super wavy, and I could just fold this guy just like that because it's still holding the shape from when it was sent to me. So I thought, well, I better iron the rest of them because I don't want them to all be wavy. I'm sure if I were to frame this, which I'm not gonna, these are now gonna be used as experimental diamond paintings. Like, if I want to ever test out sealants and stuff like that, that's what these are going to be for. Because that's all they're good for. It would flatten. But it did make working on it super hard. But that wasn't the only thing that made these hard to work on. But, yeah, I mean, in the camera, you're getting a pretty good view. Let me see if I can lift this up. It's not super pixelated in the camera. They did have a picture of, I think it was this one. They showed the canvas on when you go to buy this. Ooh, and you can see the hollow in the tape glowing. Ooh, that's the prettiest thing of this whole thing. Yeah, it's obviously very sparkly. The diamonds themselves were extremely good. That was the best thing about this entire package. This is probably the one that turned out the best, in my opinion, though it is still very pixelated. When you're looking at it, like I'm looking at it through the camera, it looks better. When I just take my vision down past the camera, I can't really tell what it is. I don't know what that is. I can tell that that's like maybe a bridge by the shape of it. I can tell that these are supposed to be trees. I'm guessing at what this is. I have no idea what this is. They just look like blobs of color. When I look in the camera, I can see it a little bit better, but not as good. I mean, this just isn't a good size for these paintings. They really shouldn't offer this size anymore. Especially these paintings, at the time that they were sent to me, they were $16.99. roughly $4.25 a piece. I did go and check before I filmed, and they're now $17.99 a piece, or $17.99 for the 4-pack, or $4.50 a piece, roughly. This spring one here has 24 colors in it, and we'll do side-by-sides after I get through the next two. Okay, so the next one I tried to go in order. I didn't like the summer one at all. I didn't feel like it went with the flow of this 4-pack. I thought it was kind of an odd man out situation, so I didn't even bother doing it. So this one is Autumn, and it's the one I did next. And yes, very sparkly. Like I said, the diamonds were very good. I didn't bring up garbage because all I really found were little bits and pieces of like plastic. And none of the paintings, none of the 3 that I did had more than like 5 or 6 bad diamonds. And some of them didn't have any bad diamonds. I think this one didn't have any bad diamonds. This one maybe had a couple. And then the winter one here had probably about 5 or 6. And that is extremely good. So the diamonds are very good. This one is 21 colors, and it's supposed to be like an autumn scene out in the country. You're supposed to be able to see a horse there. You can kind of make it out. And actually, there's a horse and a calf. You can kind of see that. There's a barn here, a house here. There's a road going back there. Again, in the camera, I'm seeing a little bit better. Like, the clouds there, I thought were supposed to be like mountains. The trees here just look like blobs of color. Again, I can't see the horse. It blends right into the barn and to the road. I have no idea what this is supposed to be over here. If it's supposed to be a pile of hay or just long grass or a cornfield or something. I can't tell. I couldn't tell you. Even though I ironed it, it still had a hard time getting all the creases out. It was like once it was done, it was done. And I'll talk more about the other issues I had as soon as I finish showing you each individual canvas. Because as far as cohesiveness, all the pictures might not have been cohesive, but the problems I had with them are cohesive. This is the one I was looking forward to the most, because for some reason it has a lot of purple in it. So there's a tree here, there's a house, a row of houses here, house here, a horse and I'm guessing a dog pulling a sleigh. There's supposed to be people here. You can kind of see that. So if I lift it up, get the glare off of it, you can kind of see it. But if you look up close, look at how like almost cheap it looks. Like it looks super the roofs look very cartoony. I have no idea what this is. I'm guessing it was supposed to be a church. That's supposed to be like a chimney. There's in the picture, like, let's see, right around here where this purple spot is actually supposed to be like the sun. Like on a cloudy day, you can see that spot of yellow right there on the canvas itself. So, very pixelated, very grainy. This is a Christmas tree, and in person here, like I said, just looking off, it just looks like a blob of colors. It looks like it cuts off right here, and it's just a mixture of every color in this kit. This one had the most colors with 28. Alright, so right off the bat, the glue on this was the worst glue I have ever worked with in my entire life. The beads didn't want to stick to it. They would slide around if I went to go, like if I was finished for the day and I went to put the plastic cover back on. They would just, I'd be finding them everywhere. Like especially along the bottom. The tape, the washi tape, didn't want to stick. This is 3 different brands of washi tape. This one worked the best. I think this was a Michael's. No, this was like a $1 3-pack that I got from Walmart. And that one seemed to be the best, even though these are all really good washi tape. This is like a Scotch washi tape. This one I didn't really expect because it's hollow and it's thinner. So it's more like a foil washi tape. But that's not the point. That, you know, that doesn't affect anything. I just like, it's the canvas. Whatever this canvas is made out of, it's quite different. It doesn't seem different. It's very soft, but whatever this canvas is made out of in combination with the glue that they used is horrendous. I could not use sticky tack, like this stuff, the blue tack or Elmer's or Aleene's, because it would not adhere to the actual glue. It wouldn't. It would just stay stuck to the drill pen. It would not release, no matter what. So I had to use wax, and even that, when the pen, because you know when you use just typical wax, you change that quite often. You can probably do about 100 drills before it starts getting dirty and useless. Maybe 200 if your drills are pretty clean. These were not clean drills. So even though they weren't super garbagey, they were very dusty and dirty. And so I was filling my drill pen quite often. And so when I'd first fill it with the pink wax, it would still have a hard time adhering. So you know how sometimes when you push down on the pen and a little bit will like seep out of the sides, like around the diamond, and get maybe like leave a ring around the edge of your drill pen? I would have to use that for the first couple to adhere them. That's not an easy way to work on a painting. I wasn't excited about doing the summer one to begin with because I just didn't feel like it flowed well with these. These are all landscapes, and that one was like a beach scene with some close-up seashells. Though I'm guessing that that one probably would have turned out the best. I have no problem with that one, but after working on these ones, I don't want to go through it no more. It's not worth stressing out and fighting with the canvas to do. I tried to do my due diligence because these were sent for review and get them all done so I could be as fair and as unbiased as possible. And this is me being fair and unbiased. What I really want to say is that I will never order from them again because their diamond paintings suck. But I won't say that. I'll just say that I don't recommend them at this point, and maybe more will be revealed as we go through the post-review scoring. But, and like I said, the garbage was the best thing about these. The beads were excellent quality, though they were very inconsistent in size, especially on this one more than the other two, where you'd find really big ones and really small ones. It ended up compensating for itself because they would still fit in there, just not very well. Like this one had a lot of really small beads, and you can kind of see that. Well, maybe not in the dark colors, but you can see a lot of the glue behind it and a dog hair. Let me get that out. But you can see a lot of gapping, even for rounds. So let's see what else. Yeah, this was not fun to work on at all. I just wanted to get these done with so that I could put them behind me. These, like I said, will be used in the future for like testing different things out. I would never frame these because they just don't look good to me. They look, but like I said, they look better in the camera. But even putting them up and taking a few steps back, I still had to guess at what I was looking at. My husband couldn't even, he said there's no way there's an animal right there. He couldn't see it at all, no matter how far away he was. All he could see was a brown blob. That's all I see. So why don't we do some side-by-sides so you can see the potential that these paintings had. We'll start with spring here. Here is a side-by-side of the completed version and the advertised picture. Okay, so you see how much potential it had, especially like the beautiful colors. Like if we get a close-up of that, look at how gorgeous the colors in this are and how much potential was lost in these paintings. And I really liked it because it was a nice mix of color blocking and confetti, which is my favorite. I like a little bit of half and half. So skipping the summer one, let's go right into the autumn or the fall one. So here is a side-by-side of the autumn one. Again, so much potential lost. This could have been an absolutely stunning picture. I think even if they had done just a few more lighter colors to kind of separate this out from the trees, it would have made all the difference in the world. Used different color browns on the animals to make them stand out from the rest of the dark browns in this picture. Oh, sorry, I keep scratching. And then we'll do a side-by-side of the winter, and then I want to show you a couple more inconsistencies that I found. So this one, again, tons of potential. I was really excited about this one, but I just feel like the colors were way off in this one. So let me insert a side-by-side of this one. Okay. Yeah, they were a little bit of fun just for something small to do, but there's so many companies on Amazon that offer 4-packs of pictures that don't have as much detail that will turn out better at this size. They're advertised as a 40 by 30, but they're really a 25, what did I say? 25 by 35. So the picture, it's the whole canvas that is 40 by 30, not the picture size. And I think when they're this small, just give this size, the picture size. And when you're a little bit bigger of a painting, I still think that the picture size should be the only thing that is advertised, not the entire canvas size, because most people don't frame the entire canvas. Most people only frame this. So, and this one too was ironed, but you can see that because it was folded, literally folded like this, I can still fold it back into shape how it was. I should not be able to do that with a diamond painting that easily. And it was ironed. And no, I don't think that that affected the glue, because like I said, this one I did not iron and the glue was just as bad. It almost made it a little bit better when I ironed it. So, the other inconsistency was there, I think one company, there was one like different packet of drills, but if you look here at the way that the charts are, and the summer one was just like these two. It's already packed away, so I would just pull it out to show you. They go in DMC order, and then this one is the oddball, and it goes in color order, so it starts with red and goes down to black in rainbow order, which I do like. I don't like it for putting paintings away though, or when I'm finished with a painting. That's a little bit kind of hard because I go in numerical order when I put my beads away. So that was the other inconsistency, and this is just irritates me. But this is why my tape wouldn't stay down, because the folds were so deep on it. And I did try ironing from both directions, didn't matter. I could not get those deep wrinkles out. It's just terrible. Like this one was the worst of them. You can see that fold right there and right there. I mean, I might have made it a little bit worse just now, but that was me trying to get the fold out. Either way, it was still there, so I really couldn't do that much worse. So, I'll try to put in a side-by-side of the full pack minus summer so that you guys can see advertised versus actual, and I'll put that in right here. Okay, let's just jump into scoring, and I'm going to try to get through this as fast as I possibly can because scoring isn't everybody's favorite. So, to start with, I'm trying to get this Post-it I have off so that I can remember to take a point out of this last one and put it into the description accuracy. The unboxing, if you don't want to go watch that video, I will link it up there if you didn't see it. If you want to go see its original unboxing score and why it got the score it did, the original unboxing got a 9 out of 10. So they were in good position to be a very good seller. Scoring for a post review. So I'm not doing these individually. I'm doing them as a 4-pack as they were sold as a 4-pack. So 2 points are allotted for the image quality. And the way I answer that is I ask, was it clear or pixelated? Was the size offered a good fit? No. It was not clear. It was very pixelated. This is way too small of a size. I think even one size bigger would have been better. These are just way too detailed of paintings to be in this small size. Even at $4.50 a piece, I would not pay $4.50 for these paintings. I would much rather pay $10 and get a bigger one of the exact same painting just to be sure that it was good quality. So I am no points. I am that disappointed. 0 out of 2 points for that. I will give it the 1 point for the overall bead quality because that was really good. No points for the glue quality. That was the worst glue I have ever worked on in my life. Not even a half a point at this rate. It was that bad, and I'm usually pretty generous about that kind of stuff. So 0 points for glue quality, 0 points for the fun factor. I wanted to get done with this project. Had it not been something I was doing for another company, I would have just trashed it and been done with it. I would not have kept going. But because it was sent to me for review, I wanted to be able to completely review it. Even though I didn't get through summer, I still think 3 out of the 4 was enough to be able to do this review. So 0 points for the fun factor. Canvas condition, I will give that a half a point simply because some of them came flat, some of them did not. This one is permanently damaged from the folds. This one is going to be wavy, but if I put it behind glass, it would be okay. This one came out flat, and the summer one is just like the winter one. So 2 out of the 4 were okay, so I will give it a half a point for those 2. Symbol clarity, that I will give it to them. That was very clear. The symbols were very clear, so 1 point for symbol clarity. Communication, I will give them the 1 point for that because they did follow up with me. They communicated very well with me. What they said they were going to do, they did. As you know, with Amazon stores, instead of the 2 points for my recommendation, I take 1 point out and put it into description accuracy. This is only actually 1 point instead of 2. And I don't recommend it. I would not buy from this store again, and I don't plan on buying from this store again. So no points for that. Oddly enough, they had a very descriptive description. They outlined everything. They even said that this would not be a 40 by 30 and it would be a 35 by 25 and that the whole canvas was. They did say it was a full drill in rounds. They did describe them accurately, and they even gave you instructions on how to do diamond painting. So the description was extremely accurate, so they can have the 1 point for that. So overall, that leaves them with 1 point for description accuracy, 1 point for communication, 1 point for symbol clarity, half a point for canvas condition, and 1 point for overall bead quality. That's 4.5 out of 10. So after combining that with the 9 out of 10 they got for the unboxings, that leaves them with a 6.75 out of 10. This is the absolute worst store I have reviewed since I started using this guideline. So, unfortunately, guys, I don't recommend SanerDirect. If you've had a better experience than I did, please leave that in the description for other people so that they can have something else. You know, I mean, go and watch other reviews. I suggest other post reviews because the unboxing went as well as it could have. It was when they were actually completed where all of the flaws came to light, which is why I feel post reviews are so important. Had you just had my initial unboxing to go by, you wouldn't have known of all the issues I had, and it would have stayed at a 9 out of 10 and me recommending it. So that's why I feel post reviews are so important and why I rely on them. Not just for my channel, but on other people's channels too. Whatever they decide to call them, post reviews, after completion reviews, whatever they call them, I rely on them because that's what's important to me. In this case, it revealed everything wrong with this 4-pack. So no, I don't recommend them. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Like I said, leave your experience down in the description if you had a different or the same experience as me, so that people who may be on the fence or don't know what they should do, they have another guideline to go off of. Don't just take my word for it. You know, ask the community, check around, see what other people are saying about this company. If anybody else has done this 4-pack, what did you think of it? Some people may not be as picky as me. I'm not saying that you're wrong for liking them if you do like them. I'm just saying for myself, this is not something that I would have. I mean, I probably would have purchased this too, and I would have been just as disappointed if I purchased it with my own money, probably more so. But if you bought this based on my recommendation from the unboxing, I have to apologize. That's why I always encourage you guys to wait for my post review for my full recommendations. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not blaming anybody but myself. So don't take that the wrong way at all. But please check around in the community. Ask what other people's experiences are with other paintings that this company offers. You know, maybe this was just a bad 4-pack. That could very well be. But that's all I have to base my opinion on. And based on that alone, it was so bad I didn't even want to finish the 4th one in the 4-pack. I'm actually going to be destashing that one if somebody else wants to take the trouble of trying to work with it. And I'm not giving that away in this episode, so please don't ask for it, because it's not. That'll be announced at a later date. So unfortunately, I am sorry that this couldn't be more positive. I don't like giving bad reviews. I mean, I don't set out to give anybody an overly positive or an overly negative review. This is really just my opinion. This is the way I feel about this company. I feel bad when I have to not recommend a company. This is probably only the 2nd time I did it. The first time, the company got so offended by my opinion that they actually asked me to remove all my videos with their name. So, look at, all I did was brush my finger along the bottom there, and it pushed all those beads up. That's how bad this glue is. It does not. Most paintings, after the beads have been adhered for a little while, they'll actually start to fuse together, you know what I mean, and become one with each other in a weird sort of roundabout way. This one doesn't do that. And the other weird thing is that there was little hairs all over it, because the edges had so much hanging off of them that they're just everywhere on the painting, and that might be part of why the glue is so bad. But this was a really, really bad experience, and not one that I hope to ever have to relive again. And I don't even know where this other bead went now. I probably lost it, and I'm not replacing it because it's not worth it. Ugh. So frustrating. So yeah, I am sorry this couldn't be more positive. I don't like to leave you guys on a negative note, but I don't have anything else to really say about this, so I will let you go. Have an awesome day. Have fun diamond painting. Better diamond paintings. Have fun crafting. Have fun doing whatever it is that makes you happy. I love you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.